What's up, guys? It's Alice J, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Alice J, with your question of the day. And today I have with me,
Hello, I am Kim.
yes. And today we're going over Reddit is actually smart.
What?
We're going to be reacting to questions from Reddit, and I haven't seen them. Kim chose to, so it's going to be a blind reaction for me.
Yes, it is r/ask Reddit, where you get the most wisest information from. Anyway. What conspiracy theory that you find interesting, even if you don't believe in it?
Hold on, this that one? That Avril Lavigne was replaced by a doppelganger some years ago. I just love the sheer randomness of picking her to be a center of a theory like that.
Who's Avril Lavigne?
You don't know who Avril Lavigne is?
I don't know.
I was literally talking about that, like, bro, she's like the iconic, like, early thousands star. She probably still, but hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. Oh, girlfriend. I don't like your girlfriend.
Yeah, okay, now I know. I just didn't know her name.
Yeah, and the song Complicated. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated?
Okay.
What's a conspiracy theory? Hold up. What's another one?
The whole Paul is dead thing. I didn't buy anything, but see how some people read clothes in the music and artwork. Who's Paul?
That's so random.
Okay, I think the hollow earth theory is cool. In a fictional sense, the theory suggests that's where all the cryptids are living in. Honestly, that's a whole lot of endless possibilities of that.
We need to get the hollow earth and flat earth people to fight more often. Theory like, the theory like the earth is round, or no, the earth is flat, but then when you go in the water, it's like just flatness.
Yeah, no, that's like their only evidence. It's like, oh, the ocean distance is flat, but it's like, you really think your eyesight's that good to see the whole earth is round? Like, they have too much faith in themselves. Non-Americans of Reddit. What is an American custom that makes absolutely no sense to you?
What they say? Having to find somebody to cover shifts when you're off on leave and sick. Isn't that literally what the manager is there for? That person has a point. That's crazy.
Dude.
Or, bro, no. We should have siesta. Like they do in Spain, where oh yeah, like in Spain they have a siesta where they like close down all the businesses and everything, except for the police station, the hospital.
Yeah.
But other businesses, they close it down from 12 to 2, and it's a siesta. So people usually go about their day. They can either go in their houses and take a nap, or just a luxury time to hang with friends and family. And I think we should have that. But no, in America, you get a freaking 30 minutes to an hour, or some people can get just a 10-minute break or no break at all. I think they wouldn't have to worry about doing breaks if they just had a siesta. It'd make life so much easier.
Honestly.
What's somebody else say? Cashiers who aren't allowed to sit during their work, why? When I worked in retail, I had to get a note from my doctor to get them to allow me to sit on a stool at the cash register. Damn, that's so sad. It's not like sitting it's going to affect the way you work. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if I'm being completely honest, people stand and they still go slow. And then I see people who sitting down, they just like...
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, what are they going to do? Fall asleep on a stool? Yeah, let me just... Homeowners associations dictating the smallest details of your home.
I don't think I have dealt with them yet.
No, I mean, we're college students. We don't have to deal with homeowners, and we're also Gen Z, so we're not even going to get a chance to get home.
Oh my god. What's the next one?
Tipping. Do some actually live off of tips? Yes, because here's the thing. I've worked at a restaurant where my only pretty much pay was tipping.
Yeah, and then
but I mean, it was good money.
Yeah, and then I saw that because when we were in Cuba, tips... Yeah, they wouldn't expect for us to give tips, but being that we're Americans and we're used to giving tips anyway, we left $5 pesos, which honestly, $5 pesos is not much. That's probably 30 cents.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
The currency in Cuba is really it's messed up. It's a poor economic.
Well, try the Philippines because that's also bad too.
But yeah, in Spain, tipping's not a custom either. It's like they prefer you not to tip.
Yeah. I think also I'm trying to think. I know there was one other place that doesn't do tipping, but I forgot what it was. But one thing I don't like in America is how they're like overusing the tip system now, where it's just like, oh, tip when you're doing online shopping. It's like it's online shopping.
Just like with DoorDash. But you know what?
Okay, DoorDash, I understand. Like
Yeah.
food services, like restaurants and DoorDash, I understand. But online, for paying for clothes, what are you tipping? Because like the tipping is for like the individual service. For instance, like you got DoorDash, it's that individual who's doing the service, so the tips are only meant for that person. It's not meant for the business, not meant for anyone else, but that person you give the tip to.
I haven't encountered that yet. So, what site was that?
About what?
The tips, like when you're shopping online and you leave a tip.
I forgot, but I know like there's like some websites that do that nowadays.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, but yeah, basically tips are supposed to be for the individual, not the whole company.
Facts. What we got next?
People who left their spouses for the person you cheated with. How do things end up?
Oh, this should be interesting. Let's see. Is this a comment?
Yeah.
Okay. Nearing his deathbed, my dad said he regretted leaving his first wife. My mom was his mistress.
Dang.
Not me, but my dad cheated on my mom. Decided that he didn't like the new woman and how she treated her kids. Went back to mom. Mom got cancer and died pretty quickly. No life insurance, so dad got back with mistress and merged our families. 3 kids plus 2 of hers. Out of necessity, years of mental abuse from stepmom to only her non-blood children, but dad worked so much he never saw it. After a vacation together, saw how bad she treated us and got divorced. Brother was so tortured from bullying and low self-esteem he killed himself. Sister and I need therapy.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I guess cheating on your spouse goes way deeper than just cheating on your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was just traumatizing. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
Next. My father did this when I was... Is that the part of the other one too?
Oh yeah, it's like part of the same question, just like a different comment.
My father did this when I was 14. Left my mom out of nowhere for a younger woman. He had been cheating with for a year. Gave her the world the whole time she had a boyfriend her age that was on the plan to take everything from my dad. After a few years, my dad was left with absolutely nothing while she had quietly set up her life with her boyfriend in a different country. You think he learned his lesson? Nope. Happened 3 more times. His current one is in her early 20s while he is in his late 70s. His current one is in her early 20s while he is in his late 70s. Your dad must be rich as LOL. Boy.
Dude.
Boy, they got themselves a sugar daddy.
Oh my gosh.
Dang, bro. He must hello rich.
That's probably like younger than their child.
Or the same age as their child. Well, no. Never mind.
Because he said when they were 14.
Yeah,
and it's his current one is in their 20s. So that means that lady's younger than his own child.
It's just like, with celebrity parents, like, wasn't Miley Cyrus' father dating somebody like that was her age?
Probably.
I think I saw that. That's crazy. So what you think? You think having a sugar daddy is worth it?
I don't know. It just depends on you, I guess. Because, like, for me personally, I would not. Because I'm like, bro, I'm in it for the love. And I don't want to date anyone that's, like, 70. Like, that's, like, my parents' age. But, like, I mean, if you don't care, you just want money, then sure. Just don't get abused.
Oh, God. They end it for life once they get a baby, too. What's the next one?
Next question or next
Hold on. My ex cheated on me with my best friend. They're married now and seem pretty happy. I wish them the worst. I too wish them the worst. I join you to make that wish more potent. Oh, gosh.
Jeez. Sometimes happiness finds the worst of people.
Well, let's just say I now have 2 ex-spouses to avoid at family reunions. Oh, that boy had kids with both of them. Lord.
Dang. What is a sign in adulthood that they were neglected as a child?
having an insecure attachment style, being out of touch with your feelings and had no one to teach you how to regulate them. Difficulty maintaining a healthy relationship with others. That's a big one.
Yeah, definitely a big one. I think that's also proven with psychology, because I took a psychology class and they talked about that.
Extreme defensiveness. Growing up, you felt like you had to fight to the death for what you knew was right because you were constantly being told that things you saw in front of you or experienced firsthand didn't happen. Somebody says, I hate the question, what are you doing? Because it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong and am being told to justify my stupid behavior right now. It triggers the worst fight or flight reaction in me, and I can't stand that I get so pissy about it because it's like never coming from a bad place. It's always genuine curiosity, yet I can't hear it without feeling like I'm being shouted at. I mean, I guess I understand that because like you could be doing like the most innocent thing. It's just like, what are you doing? Like they always think you're up to something.
Yeah, or like, what are you doing? Like that, because
like the attitude.
Because sometimes people also have like tone problems, especially on the internet. But even on the internet, like outside the internet and stuff, like tones are such a hard thing to deal with.
No, so with that being said, so what's your opinion on if, let's say you were raised by your parents, but you grew up in a disrespectful home? Do you think you should still respect them even though they disrespected you your whole life, but they like practically raised you and gave birth to you? What is your opinion on that?
Here's the thing. So my opinion on that, because like, oh boy. So, let me get my thoughts here, because let me ADHD brain. So the thing is, even though they gave birth to you and stuff, you never asked to be born. And when you give birth to a child, you have to give them the necessities of life. You have to give them food and shelter. It shouldn't be a privilege to live. And the thing is, respect should be taught to be earned. If your parents don't teach you that respect is earned, then they failed you as a parent. Because if you just respect anyone no matter what, then that's just raising you to take it from people. For instance, like let's say 70-year-old guys who are trying to manipulate you, saying like, you should respect me because I'm older than you. But then like they're using you, they're taking advantage of you. But you have to respect them because they're older. Or like let's say like Karens and stuff, you know, like they're saying you have to respect me because I'm older. Like it's like respect should be taught to be earned. Because even if you're the parent, even if you're a child, it should be like a mutual thing.
They did say that it depends on the household. Like some people's like, I know one of my friends, a black household, he was like, respect is earned, it's not just given.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes a big difference versus if you raise in another household where it's just like, nah, you're gonna just give me respect because that's the way it is.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Every household is different, but even if every household's different, that doesn't make it right because like one household is abusive, but because their household is different, does that make it right to be abusive just because the household's different? So then why should we have that like standard, you know what I'm saying, or that excuse saying it's a reason but not an excuse?
What's the next one?
They don't ask for help ever.
Or they're just plain toxic.
Ooh, yeah. But then again, you also got to consider what is toxic. Like,
what is the definition of toxic?
Well, okay. I think the definition of toxic is something that's not basically good for you. Like, that's just like a general term. Like, toxic air. It's air that's not good for you. Or like, basically something that's not good for you. So if it doesn't benefit you in any way, then it's toxic.
But money benefits me in a big way, but it's still toxic.
No?
Yes. Money can be very toxic.
But that's also how you use it. Because here's the thing. Anything, like, so I say that, how do I say this? So I wouldn't say money isn't inherently toxic. It's how you use it that becomes toxic. And that's how anything in life goes. Like, for instance, video games are not inherently toxic, but they become toxic with how you use them and how you're taught to use them. And that is basically addiction and stuff like that. Like, it's toxic when it becomes addiction and that it takes over your life. It becomes toxic when it becomes harmful to other people and yourself. And that's toxicity.
What about cake? Cake can be toxic, but people still eat it.
If it's poisoned.
Or, it's not, it's just absolutely not good for your diet. But hey,
I mean, a lot of things in America are not good for your diet, but we'll still eat it. But it's just if you eat too much of it.
what was the black market operating at your school? Okay, now what's his definition of black market? When I think of a black market, that's like the dark web where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go buy illegal, body part.
I think that's called the dark web.
So is that the black market?
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. But like the general term of black market is a market that sells stuff that is you wouldn't sell to a general public. Like services, like female services.
So let's see, what is the black market? When I was in high school, a girl would sell you services in the bathroom for $5 to $10. Don't ask me how she never got caught, but it was an open secret everyone knew about. That's disgusting. Which school?
No.
Yes, outrageous. And which bathroom? Horrendous. Which stall? Atrocious. Which girl? I'm dead.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. In middle school, there was a guy who sold grass clippings saying it was weed. At my school, they tried using oregano. Did yours also get his ass kicked when his customers found out? Of course, but before that happened, plenty of the idiots swore it was the best they ever tried. That's called what is that word?
Placebo. It's called, so the placebo effect is I remember learning this in psychology class. So for instance, like how you go to places to get like the counter, like the medicine that's like on the shelves for like headaches and stuff. Well, some of that is actually sugar pills, where it makes you think, because like some people believe they're sick, but they're not actually sick. So when they take that medicine that's actually sugar pills, they're healed, and they think, oh yeah, this medicine works, but it's really this placebo effect where their mind thinks that they're cured. So then, therefore, they don't feel sick anymore. It's basically psychology manipulation.
Oh, that's interesting. Drugs. Same as loads of other high schools in the USA. Doubt there are very many in the country that don't have at least one person selling them. Yep, back in the day, 1980s, pretty much everything was an offer. I often said that high schoolers have the best access to drugs, so if you need something, ask one. We actually had a girl who brought free kittens to school in her backpack. My parents were not amused that afternoon. I ran a sticks operation, and that shifted to blow pops later. My mom would give me $4 for lunch, which I spent on 40 10-cent Jolly Rancher sticks at the corner store on the way to school. Then I sold each stick for 25 cents at school, had regular customers and everything. Later, when Costco came to our town, I would buy one of those blow pop tubs and sell those for 25 cents each. Made quite a bit of money. That is smart. I mean, I bought donuts, like, when buy one get one for $1 at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
So I bought 2 dozens, right? And I went to school to get my money back, and I just sold them. So like I made $24. But okay, so the regular glazed were $1, but for the customized, the very special ones, I charged $2 for them. Even the principal bought one. And they was like, Allison, how did you get away with this? I'm like,
wait, in high school or?
High school.
Oh, because I was like, wait, college has a principal?
No, high school. You're technically not supposed to bring something on like school territory and like sell it, because it's kind of illegal. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, not my private school.
Yeah, maybe not illegal, but it's like something wrong. But yeah, I got away with it because I think it honestly depends on who likes you and who don't. Because the principal bought one, so.
Yeah, I think also another thing, it's probably bullshit, kind of like the same thing of dress codes.
Oh yeah, get me started on that. Oh gosh. Got one more question?
One more question?
What is something you thought was normal but found out totally isn't? Let's see. Getting bullied by almost everyone in your life and not being able to make friends. Turns out most people can't relate to that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised by how many people don't relate to that.
I don't. I've never been bullied.
I've been bullied.
And in fact, like, even for bullied people, I still feel for them. But even though I can't relate, I try to, like, put myself in that person's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Because people, like, I feel like everybody likes me, but then, you have them people that be like, oh, I don't like her because, she's so outgoing.
Yeah.
Like,
here's the thing. Everyone's been bullied. It's just that a lot of people don't know they've been bullied because it's always, like, talking behind their back.
Yeah. So if you can't come to my face, I don't consider bullying. Just, like, talking.
Well, no, it's still bullying even if they're not coming to your face. It's just, like, a different type of bullying.
Snakes. Yeah. Honestly, I still cannot believe how many people have no issue with lying, cheating, stealing, etc. Okay, now it depends on the lying. Because, like,
white lies.
Yeah, like, some lies are good because it's for the
cheating on tests.
Yeah, like, I guess it depends because, there's big lies, like, there's
stealing for necessities.
Yeah, because some lies are good for people,
Mm-hmm. I think one thing that a lot of people don't understand in life because they're not taught it is that everything is going to have, like, a two meaning phases. And that's, like, kind of like the general, like, go off of life is that everything, like, even, like, cause something's like manipulation. You think, oh, manipulation, bad. But therapy's manipulation. It's like a type of manipulation that tries to help make you happy. So everything is always going to have a double meaning, like a double thing about it. So, like, that's why you always got, instead of having a bias, you have to consider the situation, the action, and the person.
Strict parents breed great liars.
That is true.
That is so true. What is that? Daydreaming for 3 to 4 hours out of the day about how easy life would be if you could go back and fix things.
You ever just, like, sit in the shower and just think of a conversation you had earlier? It's like, God, I wish I said that instead.
Do you be having arguments in your head? And it's like you come up with the perfect argument. But when it comes to that scenario, and it's like, crap, what do I say?
Yeah.
I hate that because, bro, I'm the best lawyer in my head. I mean, shoot, I win every case if it was in my head. But in reality,
I mean, to be fair, law lawyers also have planning and scripts that they have to write down. They don't come up with it on the spot. It's like a good lawyer actually, like, plans months ahead of time by doing all the research, writing the script down, practicing the script, and then, like, practicing the public speaking of it. So there's that about lawyers.
I feel this one. Even now, just a couple more. Being physically afraid of your parents as a small child. I feel this one. Even now, just a couple more months, and I can finally get away from mine. Hope you're doing better. It gets so much better when you're finally free of them, although it takes a while to truly feel it hanging there.
Dude, I was scared of parents growing up. Not like maybe my mom, but, like, other people's parents, I was terrified of them, and I'm still kind of am to this day because throughout my life of growing up, other people's parents will, like, actually yell at me. For instance, I remember one time I was playing hide and seek with my friend, Morgan, and basically, the thing about it, though, she was, like, disabled. Like, she couldn't walk that great, but me and my friend were playing hide and seek with her, and so Morgan counted, and then me and my friend hid. But I guess the mom took it the wrong way or something because they thought we were bullying them, and then the mom went up to me and my friend and started yelling at us, even though we were just trying to play hide and seek.
I feel like some parents abuse their power, like, just because they see that you're smaller than them and, like, they're bigger, they take advantage of that.
My mom. Literally my mom. Because you know how I dress up now? My mom would, like, love to yell at me saying, oh, you're dressing childish. That's not how a proper woman should dress. And then, like, even though she would wear the most tackiest clothes because it's brand-based brands nowadays. And, like, I remember one time she said to my friend saying, I wish I had you as a daughter instead of...
See, that's verbal abuse.
Yeah, no, my mom was very verbal abusive. And she wonders why I don't talk to her anymore. I disowned her.
That's crazy. Endless practicing conversation in your head for way too long and trying to work at every possible possibility. Oh, God. What you mean? That's not normal? Why am I only finding out that I'm not the only one? I even practiced a conversation about explaining this to my GF and thought I sounded crazy, so it just never brought it up. Being in pain all the time and your mom telling you that you're just being overdramatic. As a child, I had chronic headaches for years before one doctor found out I had a severe magnesium deficiency. My mother and grandmother told me for years, not real, you are too young to get headaches. I would say to them to go to a children's hospital and tell every patient they are too young to be ill. Funny, if they knew you were too young to get headaches but still got them, should that not have been of even bigger concern? Yep. My dad's always been a push as hard as you can, mind over matter kind of guy. Thank you for watching. You let me know if you thought or if you think Reddit is smart.
Is it smart?
I don't know. Some of the stuff was pretty smart.
Some of it, but I would not take life advice from them. Or at least take it with a grain of salt.
But don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time on Alice J with your question of the day.